That's what happens when the inmates take over, bro. The
Right, dude?
fuck? Hell
Fucking
yeah,
cats come
bro.
out to play, dude.
Access. All right, all right, all right. How you feeling today, buddy?
Good, brother. Good, good, good. Did some bartending
Ah,
earlier today. My
slinging them
regular old.
drinks, huh?
Oh, dude, for real. I got like,
Nice.
except today's like just Winter Texan Day. Like that's like all I cater to on Sundays. Just the Winter Texans.
Shit. Is it
Yeah,
lucrative?
dude.
Is that worth it?
Honestly, dude, it is, bro.
Well,
They
that's all
got
that
money to
matters.
burn.
That's all that matters then, baby. That
Yeah, dude.
money, that moolah. Hell yeah, bro. I
I'm
like it. I
about it,
like it
bro.
a lot. Hell yeah, though. It's great, man. You liking the job?
I'm loving it, man. And you, brother, how you been?
Good, man. Can't complain. Welcome, everybody. You're now tuned into a brand new edition of the Average Boys Podcast, and Chris will be with us shortly. He's tidying up some things in the house, but he will be with us shortly. But I am your host, Brian D, and of course, as always, I am accompanied by my boy, your boy, Trigger. Trigger, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, right, dude. The OG, one of the OGs. Good,
OG
man.
Trigger,
Good, good,
OG.
good, dude. Oh man, I feel so bad because like Sundays are like a really, really easy day for me to like get on the show, but these past couple of weeks I've had things like out of my control happen, and I'm like, I'm gonna be there, and then
All
something
gung ho.
happens, and I'm just like, you guys can take care of this, right? And and well, thankfully this time I was just like, dude, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna chill at home. Like right after like work, I'm going straight home and I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
nap and I ain't going nowhere. I like if my car breaks down on the way, cool. I'm still going home.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
Shout out
so
to
I
my
made it like
boy.
like big priority to make sure that I was here today.
Hell yeah. Big shout out to Mark Velasquez from the U and Chew podcast. Great to have you on the show. As always, I checked out your podcast last week. I think you had that artist. I'm not and forgive me, I forgot what his name was, but again, great show. Um, Great to have you. Again, uh Chris is going to be with us shortly, but we do have a packed schedule lineup for you guys and ladies today. But first and foremost, I haven't been on the show for a couple weeks. I've had my own couple of, my own thing going on. So just want to get reacclimated. Triggs, it's good to see you, buddy. How's the job? How's everything going? Talk to me, buddy. What's going on?
So I mean, dude, honestly, the job's going really, really well. This past weekend, they kind of like left me alone, but like in a like not in a bad way. This is more of kind of just like, hey, dude, like we're gonna see how like you perform when you have nothing. Like we're just customers to you,
Okay.
and like it's your show. So either you're gonna fuck this up or you're gonna do like what you got to do with it.
Kind of
And I
like
was
a
like, all right, dude, sick.
sink or float type of thing. Sink or
Yeah,
swim type of
exactly,
thing.
dude. Yeah, and so I mean, this weekend was really, really good, especially for where I work. Being veteran owned and veteran operated. So the Army Navy game was yesterday. So
Yeah.
like we had a pretty decent turnout. The other two bartenders are also veterans. So like in like my managerial capacity at the time, I was kind of just like, hey, this is y'all show right now. So y'all are gonna be fine. If you need anything, I'm gonna be here. Don't worry about it. Like, if absolutely necessary, I will pull you out of the weeds. Like, no, no problem.
Yeah.
And so they were like, all right, cool. So a couple of the owners showed up, and so they got to see the new bartenders, like, kind of see how they performed when they're not being like handheld or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, well, listen, that's cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I'm glad that you're, it's helping your situation. Always glad to see you, brother. As always, man. I love you guys. I hate missing the show. If you guys, if we were somehow, some way able to change it to a Wednesday or Thursday, I'd be on there. But gotta take a couple of weeks off. Myself, I've just been working. I really don't have much to write home about. I've been working, trying to save up some money. It's the holidays. You're gonna want some extra money. There's a new car I want to get in the future. So, I got to buckle down, do all that good stuff.
Yeah,
But
dude, and like I finally got a vehicle myself,
okay,
and it's a hunk of shit '98 Civic that I'm projecting,
okay.
and I'm just kind of like, all right, dude, like all of my money is getting thrown at this vehicle. Like if it's not like to live, it's getting thrown right back at the car.
So, can we expect any like Fast and Furious footage anytime soon? Like, is this what we have to look forward to, or what? What's going on? I mean, with a Civic.
Something like that. Something
Okay.
like that. It's actually super funny that you mentioned that because I want to say like right before I got the car, um, I had made a plan with my roommate and two other friends that in the next 3 years, because like all of us are like working on our cars pretty
Hmm.
much at the same time, and so I was like, all right, dude, in 3 years we're all gonna take a trip to go to Tail of the Dragon, and we're gonna go drive Tail of the Dragon, which is over in California. And so I was just like, dude, I'm all for it. So I've relayed the information out to everybody. I've gotten everyone's commitment for it, and like of the three that I've told, I only believe two are actually committed to doing this.
You gotta get that other person on board, man. But listen, if you go out there, just don't race for pink slips. Mark
Yeah, no, dude.
Mark wrote in the chat this Wednesday he's watching an early feature of the Iron Claw. For those that don't know, the Iron Claw is the kind of pseudo documentary film
Yeah, the
about
biopic, right?
the
Yeah,
bi- yeah, the biopic about the Von Erichs. I myself, me and my boys, we actually already have tickets. We are going to see that as soon as it comes out because we are a huge wrestling fan. So, Mark, I hope you have a great time. Without any spoilers, next time we run into each other or I'm in your chat, you let me know how it is. Adrian, what's going on? Saying what's up. Listen, I got all my admin stuff revoked for me, so I don't have the access to put all this stuff up there. So like when Chris gets on, we gotta get on about that. But I'm glad to see everybody that's in the chats. Again, it's much appreciated. Um, we are definitely going to start
if it
this
makes
up.
you feel any better, I never had admin rights, so
Oh, you know what? Then we are on equal grounds here, starting fresh. I
you're
can't even pull
right.
up any banners, but we are going to jump into the first topic, and hopefully Chris will come in and give us his input on it as well. But one of the bigger things, which honestly we probably could have waited to talk about this, but we're starting it off with the awards, the game awards that just happened the other day. Triggs. Now, I am a big fan of video games. You even bigger a fan than I am. I'm
Yeah, pretty
strictly
big.
I'm strictly a console person, so I'm kind of limited to what I have access to. You're all over the place. You got the Stream Deck, you got the PC, you got account, you got everything, bro. You're just all over the fucking place,
Yeah,
right?
I got a little bit of this, a
Yes,
little bit of
a
that.
little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, put it lightly.
Yeah.
So before we get into the winners, the losers, and everybody, are you like a big game awards guy? Like, are you looking forward to this each year?
I've noticed myself kind of kind of like with like D23 and E3, kind of like finding myself just my expectation, I'm not going to say is lessened, but my hype for it is a little bit lessened. I think the last one that I really cared about was not not last year, the year before was when Elden Ring won
Elden
Game of
Ring
the
one,
like
correct? Game of the
yeah,
year.
when Elden
What's
Ring,
up?
yeah.
What's up?
Well,
What's up?
What's
yeah,
going
what's
on?
going on, man?
What it
There
do?
he
What
is.
it do, boys? Sorry
There
about
it
that.
is.
Thank you guys for waiting for us and being patient with me. I have one of my friends here that's helping me put in a water heater. Our water heater
You tell him
exploded.
shut
We've been
up.
showering in super cold water. What are the odds?
It sounds like
What are
fun,
the fucking odds? Brian,
sir.
so good to see you, my dude. I miss you, man.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah, yeah. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Welcome. I'm sorry I'm late.
We don't.
Getting things done.
We've already done. We've already done all the introductions. Why don't you just tell us about yourself, and we can continue with what we were talking about with the Gamers Awards.
Happy holidays, everybody. We're getting into December, getting things going on. Everybody getting ready for their Christmas and all that good stuff. We had a situation. I had a water heater bust in my house. So all week I've been clamoring at trying to figure out what I could do to try to get a water heater. And one of my friends came up and was like, yo, I got a water heater. I can hook you up. We'll talk about, the payment back, later on. But for now, let's just get you some warm water during these cold times. We have a cold front coming in. So blessings, man, blessings. Other than that, pretty good stuff, man. I mean, it's been a good week. A lot of graphics design work, a lot of work in general. Just keeping on the up and up, and really excited to be here as usual. Yeah, you know what, dude? I was really excited, and I thought of you this week, Brian. Fortnite's update is really, really fun.
Mm-hmm.
The new season that they just dropped, all the cool little things that they added, the Lego thing, the racing.
Mm-hmm.
Even the gameplay itself feels fun. Are you liking the new Fortnite season?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have not gotten a chance to play yet.
Oh, at all? You haven't even had it.
I haven't.
I'm
had
digging
a chance.
it. I'm digging
not
it.
had
I
a
think
chance
it's really
yet.
fun. Been jumping on with the friends. It's kind of rejuvenated, the aspect of jumping in and playing and stuff. So most definitely a really cool thing and a lot of fun going on. Adrian says, hey, Chris, did the advice I offer help? Yes, it did, dude. Adrian is a good friend of mine. He said he gave me the advice of when the water heater busted and I put it up online was like, check the rebate, the how they give you like a warranty.
Oh, the warranty.
But I was a 2 years off. It stopped in 2021. So I had to just go off and dude, just my freaking luck. But I did check it out and thank you so much, dude. It really, really helped me out. Really, really helped me out.
So listen, Chris, let me catch you up, right?
Yeah.
Because we were already talking. So let me catch you up. We were talking about the Gamers Awards. I was talking to Triggs. I kind of want him to finish because we always cut him off. So why don't Triggs continue what you were saying? You were talking about your anticipations and that the last time you were kind of anticipating it was Elden Ring when it won. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, like the last time I really cared about uh, the video game awards was 2021 when Elden Ring won, and
Mhm.
and for me that was like a huge, like a huge thing because that's not really a game that you would think to win. And
Yeah.
ironically, I think the year before, or no, not the year before, like a few years prior, Sekiro had run, which is
Oh,
like ridiculously harder.
Yeah.
And
No.
yeah, I
was
mean,
that
I'm
the year
still
of Ghost of Tsushima also or no?
no. So she even came out afterwards.
Like, okay.
I think it did. But either way, dude, like, and dude, and yet again, that's like another game that like I eat up, dude. I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
But uh, this year was kind of like, okay, you know what, dude? Like, we actually have like a really really solid lineup for like the video game awards. So I was like, okay, like I'll kind of give it a watch. Um, what I've started noticing myself is like doing is like the little individual like Nintendo, PlayStation, and like Xbox, Microsoft, like their specific like panels that they do like throughout the year. That's kind of like what I've been noticing like myself gravitate to like towards a little bit more.
Okay. Are you like, because the only thing that I really got out of the Game Awards this year were there was a Dragon Ball Drop trailer, a really really good fighting Dragon Ball Z game that came out, and then of course
Yeah, it's like
everybody's
the
talking about
spiritual
it.
successor to Tenkaichi.
Grand Theft 6, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
GTA 6.
Yeah. Are there
Did you
any other
guys
ones that
hear?
you guys were seeing? There was another one that Hideo Kojima was.
What were your thoughts about the GT6 trailer?
I mean,
Go for
go
tricks.
go
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 for it.
ahead. I was about to say, I was like, go for it,
Yeah,
dude.
go
Like,
go.
because uh, did you know that all like the entire trailer is actually cutscenes from game?
I
That's
mean,
what the
yeah,
I
that's
game is
I heard
going
it
to
was all
look
in
like.
game, right?
I would
Yeah,
definitely I would say yeah, that looks like it, yeah.
yeah. I was like, okay, dude. Like, let's rock.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks good.
yeah. But did you guys hear about the leaks? The like that week prior.
Yeah, and did you? Yeah, I did hear about the leaks. I heard how it got leaked. And
Yeah.
it's why
Yeah.
it's fucking wild how it got leaked.
What happened? I
Um,
didn't even know about that.
so what is it? A designer or one of the big executives
His
had
son.
his yeah. So he had like his shit left out, and it was unattended, and his son got a hold of it and leaked it on either TikTok or Twitter or something like that.
I think it was
And
TikTok. Yeah.
it was TikTok, and then it got back, that they found out, Rockstar found out that this kid, got a hold of it and leaked it. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen, if they're going to press charges, but I hope nothing happens to the executive, because that's kind of foul. I don't know if he knew, if he was in on it, but like, I mean, it's not listen, the game's not coming out for another 2 fucking years,
Dude,
bro.
yeah. That's
Like,
why, like, I was like,
you're gonna have like another like 6 trailers by that point. Like, it's not.
I mean,
It's not gonna be.
we had our boy Biggie
less
in the
teasers
in
and
the
shit like
comments,
that.
right, going ham crazy about it. And in my mind, I was even saying, I was like, it's about fucking time they released the trailer.
It's
It's
got a
been like
fucking. It's
forever.
got a fucking strip club in it. Of course, Biggie's gonna be going crazy.
Yeah,
You
he's
kidding
all
me, bro?
excited.
Yeah, dude.
But like, I mean, are you guys on the same page as I am
Mommy
by
shit.
thinking like, hey, dude, it's about fucking time we got something about this game, because it's been in the work for a long fucking time.
Oh,
My
yeah.
only thing is, yeah, I'm glad that we have it, but why is it coming out? First off, did you guys hear how much they spent on this fucking game?
No,
Billions.
2 billion.
Billions.
2 billion.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was
Jeez,
reportedly
dude.
a $2 billion game. And they've had
That's
10 years to
wild,
work
man.
on it.
Movies don't even cost that much, guy.
I mean, like, they've had forever to fucking work on it, but why is it? I mean, I don't know why it's taken 2 years to come out. Honestly, I can't be mad because I don't have a PS5. So if it came out right now anyway, I'd be fucked anyway. So you're giving me a 2-year
Well, you
window to
gotta.
get
I
this
mean,
shit.
I really gotta say, dude, you have to remember, man. Like the first time we ever heard about like Cyberpunk and got anything out of Cyberpunk, 2 years later, the fucking game released. Like
That's true.
like
That's true.
that's not too out of the realm of like it being super
But is
super
it?
uncommon.
Wouldn't you guys consider that kind of like the problem also is that the consumers and the herd of consumers are the ones that kind of make and put a lot of pressure on these guys to release like unfinished and
No,
unbugged out games, because that's
no,
what's going on with like the anime
no.
world when it comes to like Mappa
Yeah,
and the way
but
that they're
that's two
handling their
completely
stuff.
different things. That's like I really have to say that's apples to oranges.
There's
No,
gonna be
How?
bugs.
because
There's gonna be bugs in this shit anyway. No matter when
but
it
that's
comes.
the thing, dude.
Like,
Gamers are patient enough to wait for that game to finish.
that's
Like a
that's
lot of people, are like, bro, if I have to wait another year for this game not to suck, then take another year.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that's the consensus that I've read, because I thought there would have been more of a backlash, being that it came out and it said that it's gonna be 2 years before it comes out, but everyone's like, listen, take as long as you want, bro. Like, this game looks fucking great.
yeah.
Take as long
Yeah,
as you
I
want.
would
this
assume
is
because
Rockstar.
like
Like
that's been the problem
yeah,
with
I
it, because
mean,
that was with Cyberpunk, right, Triggs? Like
yeah, that's CD
when the
Project Red.
studio came out.
Granted, granted, I was like, I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but granted, that was CD Project Red, but very much like Rockstar, they
Yeah,
put
yeah,
out like one, like both of them have put out one of the best RPGs in history, The Witcher 3 to fucking Red Dead.
yeah,
Like these are
bangers.
staples,
Yeah, bangers,
staples
dude.
in the gaming fucking community, dude.
Yeah.
So like when CD Projekt Red dropped the ball with Cyberpunk, a lot of people were like, "Bro, for fucking real, Mr.
What's up,
Wronghole,
King Yeti? But you should just leave your name at King Yeti.
dude."
Like King
Right?
Yeti's such a badass name. King Yeti.
But yeah, man, that's why I was kind of just like, I personally don't care that it's gonna like come out 2 years later. I really don't. Um, my thing is, and like you were asking, I know. I really don't think that like from the fans where we're kind of just like, nah man, we gotta play it now, we gotta play it now. It's more of like, brother, like take your time. Take your time,
I mean,
finish it
that's
up,
what I would kind
polish
of
it out.
hope that they're getting from the community, and I mean, of course, like the executives and all the people that didn't know that this was going to get leaked, they're going to be upset and all that stuff. And if it's like a kid, like I get it, he wanted to be cool or he wanted to put it out there because he had that opportunity to kind of like make an impact.
He's only like in his
I
teens.
think-
He's like 13 or some shit like that.
Dude, this was such a great PR move. Cause like even if it's something that they did not plan, like no one planned it, it just popped off out of nowhere. And
Dude, they gave
and
that extra hype.
everyone is now 100% behind this game. Like they got so much more support just dropping this.
Did you hear about the Florida man,
The rapper,
like,
the Joker guy.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Florida Joker.
He
They
wants
used
money
his,
or something like that.
Yeah, he wants 2 milli from Rockstar, and they're like, yeah, dude, eat shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but no, he might have a. I mean, he might have a case there. Like,
Did Lindsay Lohan win?
he might have a case. Like, if you saw the character that they used,
Oh,
it
that's
looks,
100% him.
it looks exactly fucking like him. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's so crazy because if you look at like every one of those splash pages that they put up, it was literally like a moment in history, like during a bunch of times in the 90s and shit.
yeah.
And in Florida, to be more specific.
Yeah, dude.
Like all of those were like Everglades.
So like, I wonder
Miami
if
shots
every
and
one of
shit,
those
dude.
people is gonna come up and try to sue him.
I don't think Rockstar is going to pay this guy because I think if at the very least, if they spent $2 billion for this game, they're not trying to just dish out money for that. They'll probably just take him out of they'll probably just take him out of the fucking game as opposed to paying this guy some fucking money.
But
That's
like,
what
I wonder if it caters into the idea in the same way South Park does it, since it's like a parody.
That's
Like
not a
there's
parody.
like a
That's
clause,
it's
like a
not
legal
par-
clause.
It's not a parody. That was a straight up spitting image of the guy. That's not a
Yeah.
parody. Like,
Because that's the way they do it. Like when they put like Kathleen
his
Kennedy, or
likeness.
you look at the way that they did like the pandering verse episode. Like a lot of people are talking about that Kathleen Kennedy and the Disney people were going to come after him and sue him, and they were like, "Go ahead, dude, line up. Like we've been sued like a million times, no one ever wins." And I wonder if it kind of falls into the same clause as that when it comes to like this situation where the guy's like, "Yo, you're using my face. You can't do that." Like since it was public record in a criminal situation and all that stuff. I wonder if that's like a forfeit since it was covered by all the national reports and all that other stuff. So like, I wonder, I don't know. Like, I don't know how it goes. I wonder because like the guy literally came out and was like, yo, I'm going to sue the shit out of this.
Yo, man, like
as he should.
Actually,
as he should.
Yeah. Well, Wrong Hole Rick actually kind of has a point, dude. Like, if his likeness is copywritten, well, then yeah, dude. Each like Rockstar.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks exactly like the guy. I don't even think you need to have a copywritten likeness of yourself. I just think that the fact that they're using a spitting image in whatever way you want to look at it, you have a. I mean, I don't know if he has money to take Rockstar Gaming to fucking
fucking go after him, right?
But yeah,
this guy looks like he barely has enough money to get meth.
Yeah, so like if
like,
that's what you want to do, go for it.
But yeah, much less go after Rockstar.
But listen. The topic is the Gamers Awards, right? So there were other trailers. You did touch on the Dragon Ball one, which looks super fucking amazing. Like, I can't wait,
man.
I cannot wait for that fucking game to come out. Like as soon as that came out, I wasn't even planning on jumping on, but I came straight into the chat. And I was like, listen, this looks fucking amazing. Like my I have a
dude.
I have
Dragon
a chat.
Ball doesn't release bad games.
They don't. They don't.
Like
they used to
animation. Dude, like even their bad ones are still not that bad.
Yeah,
I never got your guys' take on it. What's up, David? Good to see you in the comments.
As soon as it came out, my Dragon Ball. I'm a hardcore.
What was your take on that one where you played civilians and you were going against like Frieza and all these other guys? Where you're
that's the
Xenoverse.
Xenoverse, yeah, Xenoverse.
Is that the one where like you're trying to survive?
I hated that. That game was so fucking boring to me, dude.
So that was a bad game.
I loved it.
It was boring.
Loved it.
Oh, that okay. So Triggs, you liked it.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Nice. So I'm looking at the winners and the nominees and stuff like that, and it looks like
I played it online though.
Yeah,
looks like Baldur's Gate took a bunch of this, man.
They took everything. They got the most awards ever.
Yeah.
And Triggs, you got to play Baldur's Gate, right?
I did not. Nope.
Oh, you didn't get it?
Mm-mm.
I had a couple of my friends. I had one of my friends, Gilbert. Man, that guy said he was playing like six.
Yeah, I have two friends who are like fucking about that game, dude. About it. They each have like 4 to 8 characters like already.
And what kind of game is Baldur's Gate? Like, is it like Skyrim? Is it like
no? Baldur's Gate's like a click to play, like a point to click, directional, like turn-based RPG.
Okay.
And it's only for
PC.
for PC, right? All right, I have a question really quick. And not to go off on a tangent because we still got to go over the winners and losers and stuff like that. But do you think it's kind of it sucks that the game of the year is only one? It's only PC. It's like PC only, and it's not available to everyone.
I mean, I feel like that's been a problem for a really long time, where like you have like game exclusives and stuff like that, system exclusives. And I think, I like Gears of War.
When it won was not a PlayStation exclusive. Sorry, was only a PlayStation exclusive.
I was gonna say, like, it's very rare though. It's rare that a PlayStation exclusive or Xbox exclusive wins Game of the Year. But it seems like I just didn't know how I felt. Yeah, I just didn't know how I felt about the Game of the Year being a PC
Just a
only
PC
game.
exclusive.
Yeah. With that, you kind of have to take the good with the bad because look at last year. Game of the Year last year was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
That was Switch, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry, but yeah, that's a Switch exclusive.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was a Switch. It was a Switch game.
Yeah, so like, I totally understand what you mean, but that's kind of just that like, you really have to take the good with the bad, and like, dude, if that many people bought a Switch to buy,
like,
that
how can it be
and then
Game of the Year when there's only a limited
There's
amount
only
of
a
people
small sliver
that
of
can
people
play the
can-
fucking game?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really, really good point.
Dude, sales, probably amount of time played, replayability. I mean, I have no idea what factors go into being Game of the Year. But I would have to think that there's like a lot of like metadata they're tracking somehow.
Yeah, because the other games that went up against it for Game of the Year was Tears of the Kingdom,
2.
Legend of Zelda, Marvel Spider-Man 2, which I mean, that was everyone was banging that one, wasn't it?
We'll talk about that in a second. But go ahead, go down the list.
Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Resident
Evil 4.
Yeah. I mean,
so
a couple of those are some pretty heavy hitters.
I mean, but as opposed to Baldur's Gate, as opposed to Baldur's Gate, I don't think there was anyone going into that category thinking that they were going to beat Baldur's Gate. So yeah, they
honestly, I could have seen Spider-Man. Like a lot
there's
of people,
absolutely
like,
no way. There's no way.
I know why you say that, but at the same time, dude, the hype behind Spider-Man 2 was heavy.
Yeah,
like big heavy compared to like all those other ones. Like even Alan Wake 2, which I'm surprised, even made it into the category.
Yeah, it was nominated.
So the fact that that game made it in, Resident Evil 4 made it in, doesn't make sense to me.
Resident Evil 4.
There was a lot of people.
Resident Evil 4.
There's a lot of people that, and this is like just because I watched a lot of reactions to that category itself, the Game of the Year. And I've seen it multiple times where streamers are like, I have no idea why Resident Evil 4 is in here. I myself have not played Resident Evil 4. I watched some gameplay.
This is the first time I've heard a Game of the Year being this divisive. It's been a while since I've been like, this is yet again like one of those like where I'm like, damn, maybe I should give Game of the Year or like the Gamer Awards like another chance, because like this is like one of those like Super Bowls. You're like, hey man, it could have gone either way.
So the fact that Spider-Man 2 got 0 awards,
damn,
that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. And I know and that's where a lot of the divisiveness I saw on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck, I saw a lot of it from there. That they didn't get anything. Even fucking Zelda got something. Yeah. They didn't get anything. And they were up for basically every fucking award that they could have been up. So yeah, so to your point, Triggs, you could have seen them winning Game of the Year, but based on the fact that they were swept, like they got swept, there was no way they were coming out of Game of the Year, because they didn't. How do you go for however many categories you were in and then come out of nowhere and win with Game of the Year? There's no fucking way they were winning that shit.
Yeah, dude, and I also kind of have to wonder if like product placement or like placement like of the year kind of like tracks into that because I have to think that there's metadata they're tracking. I know in my fucking loins, dude, there's fucking metadata they're tracking. And I'm wondering if maybe because it came out kind of late in the yearish that like it didn't have enough time to build that traction, as opposed to Baldur's Gate, which had pretty much the whole year. I mean, I don't think that should matter. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know what it all goes into like tracking or even deciding what is Game of the Year. Like if it's like a pure fan pick, then cool, dude. Like
it's whatever. Not. But see, like I don't think that. I know, and I don't know. But the consensus is that the majority of awards, no matter what awards, if it's the Grammys, the Oscars, they're all political based. It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's political.
Yeah, you got to play the game, dude.
Yeah, it's basically you playing the game. So
And
I don't think this is any different.
Yeah, and between both of those games, man, the replayability seems to click towards more Baldur's Gate.
I don't think so.
Story-driven game.
I don't think so. If you're gonna tell me that Baldur's Gate 3 has more replayability than Spider-Man 2, I don't believe that.
But that's because of the fact that just on my whim, like just on my opinion, it's because like with Spider-Man's gameplay, it's very linear in the story. Like the story's written out, you're gonna go through it, and it's just gonna be that way all the time.
Chris,
Baldur's Gate, I think that's where
Chris, before you continue, how many times have you played the first Spider-Man?
I played it a lot, but I played it more in the sense
after you beat the game, right? Because
we
talk about this
through New York.
Yeah, right. So when you're saying the replayability, that's bullshit. Because Spider-Man, I'm not saying it has more, but I'm saying that if there is a game out of the two that has replayability value, you can't just dismiss Spider-Man from that, because we all do it when we get bored.
Yeah, no. I'm not looking past that.
When we get bored, we go into fucking New York City and just go swing around
and do things. And
I have replayed Spider-Man and Miles Morales multiple fucking times. Probably more. The only game that I probably played more than those two games after the first time is probably what's the Last of Us. That's probably the only game that I've played more than that.
Last of Us, yeah. The only reason why I say that is because, if I'm not mistaken, I think Baldur's Gate's story is like one of those like.
It's kind of like The Witcher. That like the choices lead into other scenarios.
Different.
So it's kind of like one of those that like you kind of want to see everything.
Yeah,
different like aspects and stuff like that. So there's the replayability that way.
And then you have multiple characters that you can build and all this stuff. Like I get the idea.
I'm not sure if you ever played Dragon Age. Like if you ever played Dragon Age, it's very much like that.
Okay. Like it's like Skyrim. Like the idea of Skyrim's replayability, like compared to Spider-Man, is because of the fact that you can do so many side quests and stories that all venture into different endings and stuff like that. Like the replayability of the Spider-Man game is like the opportunity to do what Spider-Man does, right? But other than that, it's just stopping the little crimes and doing things over and over again and just enjoying the environment, right? I guess it would just be more enjoying the environment.
The fun game.
The fun part. Yeah, I dig
it. No, and it is. Like it's one of those where you're just like, dude, I'm gonna get high right now or microdose
and fucking swing around.
Facts.
Yeah, and
straight
facts.
But
like somebody's ass.
But like, if I'm not mistaken, the way Baldur's Gate is like you can pick like a thief, and you can do like 20 different variations of this character's lifestyle, and then you can go back and redo like 20 thieves and still have a different story every time. So like, I don't know. I mean, I understand that. For RPGs, since they're not driven in the sense of like physical animations and attributes like that, you have to excel at something else. And I've always thought RPGs excel at stories really, really well. Like they excel really great at stories.
I mean, they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they drop the ball, but like, I mean, like for the old timey gamers out there, like think of the Breath of Fire series, or the original
Fable,
Dragon
dude.
Quest.
Fable was always really fun.
Hell, even older than that, Chrono Trigger.
I remember Chrono Trigger.
Like speaking of Akira Toriyama, but like
Dragon Quest.
Well, yeah, that and Chrono Trigger. I mean, I mean, they're both the same studio. But yeah, dude. I mean, like with those, like there's small little micro like decisions that you can make that do change like the path of
your story. Okay, so the other award that I wanted to ask you guys about that kind of caught my eye was the ongoing award, like for the games that are like continuous and ongoing. So the one that won this year was Cyberpunk, and it competed against Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14? Is it 14, Ivy? Or is that 15?
It's 15, right? No.
Yeah, 15. Apex Legends and Genshin Impact. So I've always thought that like the Genshin Impact. I mean, the Genshin Impact story is like not story, but like the fan base is huge, dude. Um, but like Fortnite, I don't think it has a story per se, and I think it does, but I don't think I'm really into it, or I don't even know what it's about. But the building of Fortnite per season has always been really good. Like we were just talking about that earlier, right? And Apex Legends is the same thing, and it has such a big fan base. What do you think was the turning base for them to choose for the ongoing award, Cyberpunk 77 over these?
See, again, I don't know what the criteria is when it comes to that specific category. But I mean, the continuation. I mean, I haven't played the newer Cyberpunk, so I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. But I mean, shit, man, I would just give it to Fortnite just because it's such a fucking powerhouse. Like, I don't understand what game goes up against Fortnite and Fortnite doesn't win. If I'm being honest with you,
I was just talking about that the other day.
With that being said, would you say that like that there's bias behind that?
No, 1,000%, 1,000%. All right.
Okay.
So there's bias behind that, and then there's also just
no. Like I ask like not to like dig into Brian.
No,
like,
no. I'm not saying it like that.
No, and like I was because like Chris left, and so like I was like, no,
dude,
I asked
Brian
someone who's trying to is someone who's trying to remain objective, because like there, yes, Fortnite is a weird fucking staple in this fucking day and age. Dude.
It's literally the Oasis from Ready
the fact,
Player One.
All right, so Chris, I mean, so Tricks. I know where you're going. But before you continue, just remember, just the fact that you just made that comment right there, that statement right there, and you acknowledged it.
That's why I have to concede certain things.
Yeah.
Like, and like I understand that I have to concede certain things, but still remaining. And like as an objectionable point, like as an objectionable party, I have to like wonder, like, okay, dude, like from Final Fantasy, which had a fucking amazing story, by the way, to Fortnite, which has millions upon millions of
dude,
fucking people
trip on the numbers right now in each lobby.
Yeah,
the Legos
like literally the only reason why Epic can give away AAA games every fucking 3 weeks.
Dude, the Legos lobby had 2.1 million people playing it yesterday.
So you asked me if I can be objective. I think I can be. Yes, there is a little bit of bias in there because I play the game. I find it enjoyable. But also, it's not just because like for the last, I don't know, 10 years we've been hearing about. For like the last 10 years, we keep hearing about how they're basically crushing in sales, they're crushing in numbers, like literally everybody in the fucking world has at least played that game once. I can't say the same for Final Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't know if that's a gauge, and again, that just might be my bias creeping out. But
not only that,
but you're talking a
every
major
franchise.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's a 35-year-old franchise.
Do you all right? And I get that, but the people that are playing Final Fantasy are gonna be a specific range. It's gonna be our age, right? Because we grew up on the shit, we love it, we play it. The Fortnite range though is what
12 to 40?
12 my ass.
We're like fucking 5.
Try like 5. Yeah, try like 5 and 6 80, and dude. 7 to like 50. So that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to if it's coming to that, I don't give a fuck what the criteria is, just because that's a fact and a notch on their belt. I don't give a fuck what the criteria is. It's got to be Fortnite, bro.
Yeah, like that's why I was kind of like taking. I mean, seeing that Cyberpunk won, like, good on them. I'm not shitting on any of it because I know that they put a lot of work into making it connect to the anime that they created. They made an entire animation.
That is a comeback story if I ever fucking heard one, dude.
Yeah.
Because the last fucking game to do that, and also I don't think they won Game of the Year, but they got a lot of praise for it, was No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was easily just as bad, if not worse. And now, if you hear the name No Man's Sky, you're like, yeah, I'd play that. Like if I had the money,
like Elizabeth in the comment section says she hasn't even played Fortnite ever, but her niece plays it, and it's crazy because I was in the same boat. There was a moment where I was only like Call of Duty, Battlefield, never gonna touch Fortnite. I think it's stupid. And I just reached the pinnacle in Warzone that I was kind of like tired of it. And everyone was like, well, we're doing Fortnite. Why not? And I was like, all right, well, I'm like art. I like the way they draw the characters. Let me check it out. And I got instantly taken in. Like I thought it was such a great game. Thought it was such a great game. And then to see that I've only been in it for like a little bit and to be just as big as a fan, if not bigger, with just what they did, in the last couple of days, like this game's, I'll die on that fence and I'll tell people like, this is the Oasis from Ready Player One. This is what the metaverse wanted to be, and Fortnite knocked it out of the park way long before they did. Like you could do whatever you want in that game, literally whatever you want, and that's the craziest. I have so much fun with it, and I've never bought the game.
You don't want to. You don't want to run around and shoot someone in the face. Fine, go play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do. You don't want to play Five Nights at Freddy's. Go to Legoland. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just so much to.
It's all there.
It's all there. It's just so much to do, and it's actually growing each day.
And then not only that, and that to know that they just found a way to
like very little like.
Hold on, Tricks.
Fortnite. Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, Tricks. No,
I was just going to say something real quick. That they had just found a way recently to add cars like Mario Kart to the game. That is wild, dude. Go ahead, Trigger. Sorry about that.
See, and that alone is like why I'm like, okay, maybe it's time for me to like
give it a try.
Explore Fortnite for what it is. Because like when you first saw it, all you saw were a bunch of fucking dumb little like TikTok fucks, playing the game, oversaturating it. You saw it everywhere. Everyone wants to be the next fucking ninja, and like you just got tired of it real fucking quick. And I think that's what like I had happened to Fortnite, because if I'm going to be completely honest, the exact same thing happened with me with zombies. Like I get it. People love zombies. I had my fun with zombies. I just never understood why people derided it so much. And I was kind of just like, cool, man. Like it's fun, but it's not like fucking let me get zombies. Yeah. And like I have people like I know people who have that exact same reaction with Fortnite, and I'm kind of just like weird. Okay, but like after knowing that there's so many different aspects of Fortnite, not just the battle, like the battleground arenas, essentially. I'm like, okay, like if I don't want to do that, I can do something else. There's different like aspects of the game or
There's creators that create new levels and new games every day. So if you don't want to do one thing, there's literally at this point, and this is like when I started playing like 4 years ago, you literally you had build mode, and then you had the fucking the arenas.
That's it. Save the earth or save the world.
That's it. Now you can literally just go fuck off around with your friends and just bullshit, for the rest of the night. So it's
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a Gmod.
Okay.
It reminds me of the new version of Gmod. Gary's mod from Steam way back in the day.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Gary's mod.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Gary's
and mod. Triggs, you know Gary's mod. Yeah. You understand this,
yeah.
So like to hear that they've found a way to revolutionize it, bring it back, do something in that thing with a whole new technology. Like you got to understand that that's fun, dude. And the hours
and I can definitely tip my hat to that. Don't get me wrong. Like I shit on Fortnite because like it became oversaturated very quickly. That's not at all to talk about the fact that this game is uber popular for a reason. Like there's no argument that I could give that would objectively say that this game is bad for XYZ reason, because not only does it do its sales and its metadata track, but people are still playing it religiously,
yeah. Well, yeah, super cool, man. The awards, like we said before, they dropped some really great trailers. So if you guys want to go check them out, Lemon in the comment section said that he saw the Blade trailer, so that was cool too. Looks like we're gonna get finally a dedicated Blade video game, which will be really, really fun and really nice to watch.
You know what's weird?
I'd love to have a dedicated Blade movie.
Yeah, it'd be really nice, wouldn't it?
You know what's weird? Can I say something really quick? Something really quick. So I was looking up because now I'm interested to see how many awards Fortnite has won since its conception. In 2019, they won an award. The only award that they won. They've been nominated a few times, but the only award that Fortnite has ever won is called Best Evolving Game, which kind of is similar to that category that they were up for in this year, right? So they won best evolving game. So what's
That's a round game or ongoing game? What was it?
best evolving?
Evolve. Yeah, that would be the ongoing one. That would be the
Okay.
one where it's just constant, where it never stops. It's just new season.
They've been up. That's actually, yeah, they were up for best multiplayer in 2018, but they've been up for evolving every year since then.
So to throw a little curveball, a little wrench in the game. I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think of Christopher Judge's comment that he took a jab at the Call of Duty guys? Are you guys familiar? You know who Christopher Judge is? That's the voice of Kratos from God of War.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with what he did and said in his speech, his acceptance speech?
I heard it.
Honestly, bro, he may as well just fucking like give it a middle finger and ended his fucking his speech with that and walked right off the stage. And I would have been like, bet.
Yeah, but don't be salty. Don't be salty though. I don't like that.
Yeah,
shit.
dude, like for real, Activision, like for real, like.
Yeah, because I mean,
like what he said.
you know, some of the,
Yeah,
the
like,
people
he
from
just looked
Activision
up
came
better,
out on Twitter and they were, you know, voicing their opinion on the comments that Chris Judge made. And in my thought, it was like, yo, we'll get better, dude. You gave us a shit game.
Yeah, but listen, all right, I get it, and it's easy for you to go up there and go shit on these people, but do you? And then I'm sorry if I sound like a whiny bitch right here.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Like, do you know how many people probably gave their life, blood, sweat, and tears?
To put it in the game,
to give you that crappy fucking game, and then and then when you go up there, you literally have no reason to do this. You go up there and take a shit on everything they fucking did for what?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, in my opinion,
it's one of what things. It's one of what things.
I'll be honest.
There's no reason for you to do that. You like
it's holding people accountable for what they've given before. That's okay. Better.
So then you can do that in a non-condescending way.
I would like to think that he did that in a playful manner, very much like the Chris Rock Will Smith thing. I would like to think that the intention the intention behind it was a little bit more innocent than what was perceived. But I mean, so. I could very well be wrong.
I think so. I think that's very direct. I thought it was borderline malicious, and he got the reaction that he set out for. He went out to fucking.
But in the
shit.
aspect too, and I want Valhalla. Do you think that was off of the teleprompter, and that was the acceptance speech that they wrote for him?
Absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely.
You think that the writers
teleprompter?
Yeah, like I thought he was reading it off a teleprompter when I saw it.
You think the writers of the gaming awards is going to take a shit on Call of Duty?
Well, I think that they were going to do it because they thought it was going to be a joke. And that's why, like, as soon as he said it, he was like, there goes a company I'll never work with. Like, he made like a comment basing it off of that action. I thought that was kind of like, oh, okay.
Okay, like, but if it's on a teleprompter, number one, you don't have to say it. And number two, there's read-throughs. You know what you're saying before you say it.
Before you say it and stuff.
Even if it's on the teleprompter. Yeah, so you have to want to say it or be okay with saying it. And in doing so, and then at that point, there's nothing that changes with my statement. You don't have to do that. Even if you listen, there's a lot of things I don't like, and there's a lot of people that I don't like, but I don't have to come on this show to fucking say fuck this person or fuck that person. Like, you don't have to, because there's no reason, right? There's no reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is no reason to do it.
My third grade teacher, fuck you, bitch.
Like, for what?
Like, the thing is we have to take an accountability that this is this guy's platform. We don't know what kind of social media platform? or whatever he does. What's up, Georgie? Good to see you, my man.
That was whose platform?
Christopher Judge.
That was whose platform? What platform? You talking about the fucking Game Awards is his platform?
Yeah, he just went out and did his thing.
That's not his platform. But that's again, that's not his platform though. That's the Game Awards. That's not the time or place for that. If that's how you feel about them, go on your fucking Twitter, go on your fucking Instagram, and call him out and talk shit.
But that's the thing. He did exactly, minus the fact that he did it on the Gamers Award. He did exactly what everybody else was doing, which is he's not the only person that said that thing sucked. And being that everybody was out there, streamers, people on their platform, they were out there calling them out for giving us such a bad campaign for so much money that they were asking for. People been calling out, and they did not respond to that. They never responded to anybody's call outs.
Why
They
do they
just
have
ignore
to,
it
though?
and take everybody's money.
They
So
took it on the chin.
what if this was the cause of that bowling point? Like, what if this is what it took for them to finally get someone's attention there?
Do you really think that guy paid $70 to play that game?
I don't know what he did.
I mean, neither
just
do
know
I.
that
Neither
he
do
made a
I.
comment that everybody else said.
Neither do I. But I don't believe he's ever played that fucking game. I think he's heard the negativity and decided to take a jab at him. And it was uncalled for. Again, like listen, I have thick skin. I don't give a fuck. But the more that I saw it, the more I started disliking it because, bro, like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, it's really crazy, and that's why I wanted to ask you guys because I thought
I'm Kratos, motherfucker.
Kratos, motherfucker. He's just
the voice of Kratos, right? He doesn't have any involvement other than that in the game. So then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Kratos. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, he's I forgot there was something else.
You're not a fucking designer. You're not a fucking engineer. You don't do shit besides go in a room with a fucking script and talk. Shut the fuck up, bro.
You have a cool voice. Sit down.
Fuck out of here.
But yeah, it's really crazy. I thought that was really.
Would that be? I guess like platform and shit talk people.
I was like, that was to me.
I mean, he
that
had
was
that
like,
coming. He had that fucking coming. Then, like, who the fuck are you?
I wonder what's going to be the outcome of it, though, man. Like, I wonder if it's going to like cause a bunch of dilemmas and dramas and like.
No, dude.
I wonder. Like, hey, dude, you don't know, man.
People are going to do exactly what we're doing right now and laugh about it.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it, dude, but fucking. Sorry, bro. Like, maybe.
You know what? I'm gonna look that up right now, and I'm gonna see if Christopher. Watch this. Christopher Judge apology. Let's see if he apologized for it.
I mean, you gotta stand on a hill, man. Stand on business. I wouldn't want an apology.
Dude, that's what I would do. Be like, man, what?
I wouldn't apologize. You don't already said the shit.
Yeah, he really. He hasn't said it. That's funny though. I wonder if he's gonna fucking apologize for it. Maybe he fucking buckles in a couple days.
Fuck no.
Yeah, if
Jonathan Majors hasn't apologized,
there's got to be something behind that. Like he probably went for like a gig and they told him to fuck off, and he's salty about it.
Yeah.
No one just goes out. No one just goes up and does that shit, bro.
Why would the voice of Kratos that has never done anything with any
come out of left field and talk about fucking modern war? Like you talking? Are you kidding me? Like there's got
to maybe they were gonna do a Call of Duty fucking Kratos skin. And they were like, nah, too stupid. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe. They have fucking Alucard. They have Nicki Minaj. They have fucking Godzilla. But they don't got God of War. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have Master Chief. Like, you know, maybe. But, yeah, I like to see why. I like to see why, and I like to see what's going to happen from it.
That was very strange.
Onwards.
Yep, onward.
So, jumping into the rest of the nerd news this past week was kind of normal. Nothing too crazy. Little bit of anime stuff going on. Are you guys watching anything anime wise? You hear about, of course, Mappa and all that stuff?
I haven't watched shit.
Okay, so I actually am watching.
Yeah,
I'm watching 3 new animes. One I'm waiting for. Oh yeah, dude, you fucked up.
He's activated. We've activated Trigger.
Yeah, dude, you fucked up.
Activated him.
Yeah,
Mawa.
Dude, fucked up. Yeah, dude, this is actually. It's weird that you say that because the anime just came out today, motherfucker. What? Solo leveling. Solo leveling dropped today.
Oh, solo leveling.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Business.
My fault. Go ahead. Yo, stand on business. Yo, go ahead.
Damn right, your fault. But no, but so like for me, the 3 that like I really give a fuck about right now. Granted, I've already read one of them. I mean, just 2 of them. Well, actually, all 3. Not bad. Yeah, solo leveling. Dr. Stone and Jujutsu Kaisen, you know,
nice.
Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, being the focal point of like everyone's disdain and like the anime like making world right now, you know, with all of their producers and animators and directors.
Yeah, everything's in turmoil right now.
Straight shitting.
Yeah, everything's in turmoil.
Shitting on Mappa. And
but
they just finished with Attack on Titan.
Yeah, for me, what do you think of the Attack on Titan final?
I mean, dude, it was cool. I'm glad they changed the ending, you know, but like for me, it was still kind of just like, all right, dude, like, cool. I mean, but the ending, like, even though certain parts were changed, the overall outcome of it didn't.
It's
Like,
pretty much the
guess
same.
what? They still go to
Yeah, pretty
fucking
much
war
the
with each other.
That's
You
good stuff.
know, it's just a different age in which they do. Um, but like, Dr. Stone being in their third season, I think there's two or three more episodes left of the third season before, like, yeah, they wrap it up for
Okay.
all of season three. But this is the thing. So I know that like a lot of people didn't read Doctor Stone, which to me is like a huge fucking travesty because that manga was amazing. Um, but I want to say about like a month ago, like 3 weeks to a month ago, a one shot came out for Doctor Stone, right? And usually one shots like pretty much uh oh
Nice,
dude, if he is, I'm all about that.
nice.
Uh Kaiji Tang, fuck yeah. Anyway, a one shot just came out for Doctor Stone, and it basically hints that they're thinking about continuing the manga. But
Okay.
what I've heard is that if the anime like does well enough, they'll they'll continue the manga.
Okay. Good shit. Good shit. Well, hopefully they get everything situated with the. Because I know Doctor Stone's been kind of like in a weird hiatus. So
Well, it's no like it's just that season three took for fucking ever to come
yeah,
out, but like
it
it
took a
did
good
come.
minute, and there
Yeah,
was a
it
good
took
amount of people
about
that were
two
getting into
years.
it. But like I think that big hiatus kind of slapped a couple people down.
And I don't blame them. Like
Yeah.
I really don't blame them. But like at the same time, dude, like I don't want to hear about it. I waited fucking 10 years for Bleach, so stop.
Yeah. True that. Right now, I'm up with My Hero Academia, the manga. I think it's going at a good pace. It's almost
Dude,
done. Like,
it is so good.
yeah, like it's pretty solid, and I'm really excited to see how they're gonna put it into anime later on. But what
Dude,
I'm really excited about is that what is it, Hirikoshi, right, the guy that does the guy
yeah.
that does My Hero, that he's kind of got this mindset that he's like, no, I'm gonna finish it, like it's coming to an end already, like I want to finish it
Yeah, no, he was like this is
uh
like the last stretch.
2024, like yeah, like I want to
Yeah.
finish it in 2024, like the beginning of it. So like it's not something that he's gonna drag on. Like a lot of these animes, they kind of like sit the mark and then just sit down and just take it over and over and over. I like that he wants to
Elizabeth,
get
I
it through.
heard that too, but I don't know if I trust that.
I think OP is in its final arc too. What OP? One Punch?
Yeah, no, One Piece.
Oh, maybe. I mean, it looks like it is. Like the
Well,
way that
because
they're kind of taking it.
I'm currently reading it, but I started reading it literally when he reached Gear 5.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna go reread fucking 1100
fucking yeah,
chapters.
11,000
Yeah,
chapters, 11 million
yeah,
chapters.
I'm not fucking doing
Um,
that.
One Punch Man, they started going back to the web comic, so that's been really cool. I can't wait for One Punch to come back. But yeah,
Well,
Jujutsu
no, I mean
Kaisen has been
they're still
a
also
awesome anime. Brian, have you seen any of the Jujutsu Kaisen episodes yet? I think you might
Negative.
dig it, man.
No, I have not.
I think you might dig it, man. That's a
dude.
wildly
Honestly,
fun
for
anime,
you
man.
being a horror
Wildly fun
fan,
anime.
yeah, for you being a horror fan, this is right up your alley, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be real cool. And it's got a
Like, yeah,
fuckload of
like
cool
no,
action in it
yeah,
too, man.
yeah,
It's got a
no shit.
badass amount
This
of action.
is
The fight scenes are epic
yeah,
as shit, dude.
and the action, like the death scenes, are fucking brutal, bro.
Brutal, yeah. I think you'd
Oh,
really
wow.
dig it. Yeah,
Death scenes.
yeah, I think you'd really
Yeah,
like it. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. Pretty solid anime. Guys,
like
it's on a great arc right now. So if you guys can check it out, check it
that.
out.
As a matter of fact, in this current season, and this isn't really a spoiler, like it's just an incident that happens. So the main character, he like switches personalities essentially, and the first people that he interacts with are these two little girls, right? And these two little girls ask him to do something, and so he's like, "Okay, but raise your heads." And so they like raise their heads, and he, boom, disintegrates one of their heads, and she just falls. And so the other girl like is gonna attack, and he like cuts her up into like
It's
a bunch
brutal,
of
dude. It's
pieces, and
fucking
then
brutal.
and then explodes her. And he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go tear down this city."
Yeah, it's wild, dude. It's wild. The
Logical.
action is really cool, and it's well put together. The animation is really solid.
Dude, and
Jujutsu
on top of
Kaisen,
that,
highly
great story
recommended. If you haven't
progression.
seen it, go check it out. guys, in the comment section.
Great
So yeah,
storytelling.
going into some Marvel news. We heard it earlier. Blade's getting a video game. Can't wait. Blade's always a fan favorite.
I heard they're
I think
getting a
Wesley
movie too.
Snipes really, embedded it in our
Maybe.
DNA that motherfucker's cool as shit. And they had the Midnight Suns come out too long ago with their turn-based card game, which was all right for some people. I'm not really a big fan of it, but nonetheless, getting a little bit of action and stuff like that. The film, like Trigger said earlier, is not really being talked about or given us any information that's anything. But
Yeah, I heard that they were getting a movie.
yeah, sooner or later, yeah, one of these years. One thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, and I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to let you guys talk about it. Mark Ruffalo has been pushing more right now to get a standalone Hulk movie. Right now, with the current state of the character and where it's at and where it was left at the ending of Daredevil, where do you guys think a Mark Ruffalo Hulk film would go and be, and where do you think he should go? I'm gonna let you guys take this real quick. Let me go do something real fast with my guy.
My first question would be, did Marvel get the rights back from Universal for the Hulk?
So I have looked that up multiple times. It's still vague. Some sources are saying they do have it. Some sources say not yet. It's in the works. I'm just gonna go with they do have it.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we'll hypothetically say that they do have it.
yeah,
Well,
I'll
yeah,
say that they do because I don't think that they would be talking about it this much if they didn't.
right, yeah. I mean, that's fair. Uh, I mean, under that same breath, dude, I mean, Tom Holland has pretty much said, like, yeah, dude, I'm not coming back to Spider-Man unless it's like a good fucking story. I mean, Chris Hemsworth said the same thing with Thor. He was like, yeah, dude, like, unless it's a good fucking script, I'm not touching the character again. You know, with Mark Ruffalo, I think he just wants his time to shine, like his own independent time to shine. He's the
Yeah, I can see
last.
that.
I mean, he's the last Avenger to not have a standalone anything.
Yeah, yeah. My only thing is, do people really want a Hulk movie? Right? Like, are people clamoring for it? Are people asking for it? Like, and if they are, what exactly? I mean, we've already gotten our version of Planet Hulk, right? And I guess they can kind of elaborate on that. Maybe go back to when you first got to the planet.
See, and
Um,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe they could do, yeah, like a World War Hulk where like he's a gladiator and like rose to the ranks or whatever, or some shit like that. Who knows? Um, but at the same time, like I also kind of want to be under the like ignorantly bliss, like we didn't know that we wanted it until we got it,
we got
sort of
it.
thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So with me growing up as a kid, and this is dating back to when I was, a kid and really into comics and all that stuff. My recollection of Hulk was always the comic books where he was a feature, where he was fighting someone. He's fighting Spider-Man, he's fighting Wolverine, he's fighting, you know, he's in someone else's arc or something like that. And then I think that's what he is as a character, bro. He's not a standalone character. As far as I'm concerned, like I'm sure you can make a movie where he is a standalone character, but he's best when he's up against a superhero that everyone loves and they're just going at it. They're just going back and forth. They're just good. They're just fucking going at it, right? What do you say to that?
I'd have to disagree. Like, I mean, like I know that like your experience with him is clearly different from mine, but
Mm-hmm.
only because like I've had a different experience with the Hulk than you have,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I've known him to like go up against the Wrecking Crew, to like go up against the Sentry, or even at times fight the Avengers and stuff like that. And kind of like leaning into like a little bit of what you're saying is that like he's always best as a featured character when like when all the chips are down, the Hulk comes in and kind of like, okay, like the tide is back in our favor again, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like the last saving grace of like the fights, sort of thing. And I understand like your reasoning behind it, because like as of late, like I mean, shit, I mean, probably like the last what 15 years, he's kind of been like that.
Yep.
Very much like in the realm of like, oh well, the Hulk is here, we're gonna be okay, you know, and
And again,
But like,
I'm saying that because when when I was a kid, that was the most. I mean, obviously, I knew that he had his own arcs and he had his own storylines and blah blah blah. But the times when I enjoyed him the most was when I saw him going up against another superhero, like again, a la Spider-Man, or him, me going into the comic book store and seeing him fighting Wolverine. Oh shit, I'm gonna fucking read that. Like I need that fucking comic book. Like I want to see how that fucking plays out. Things of that nature. Like when he tears
yeah,
Wolverine, he tears Wolverine in fucking half after a fight with them and throws one half this way, one half the other way. That's fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that enjoyment from any like standalone arcs.
and I get that. Like, I totally like understand what you mean, because like my argument could be World War Hulk or something like that, and he's kind of essentially doing that. But
Yeah,
um um you know oh, Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk.
Planet
He's
Hulk.
really not fighting. Yeah, he's really not fighting anybody outside of the Silver Surfer in that
Hmm.
one. Like that's the only time like he actually meets like a superhero that he's aware of.
Yeah,
And does that whole thing. But with I mean, but like that's a perfect arc, because like it gives him a lot of character development, like outside of like the norm, because it also shows like you know that I guess like I mean, because there's so many different Hulks, right? That like the bannerized Hulk
yeah.
can still be intelligent and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and still kind of maintain his Hulk form while being calm.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
like he has a level of control over the Hulk,
So
or a
that was
level of like with the Hulk.
so that's going into like my original statement when I was saying like, okay, so if you are going to do a standalone Hulk movie,
Oh, what happened?
Oh, what happened? Sorry about that. What happened? What happened?
so if we are going to do a standalone Hulk movie, then you're going to have to obviously assume that they're going to do the world the Planet Hulk, right?
We
And
would like to.
they've already touched on that. We've already basically gotten most of that in the Thor movie. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what else are they going to possibly fucking do?
I do like Elizabeth's answer to like maybe show what happened during the blip and show him like turning into Professor Hulk. Like,
Okay,
like possibly that storyline, but at the same time, how many times have we already touched back on, like
the
in
blip.
like Infinity War Endgame events.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as
Like
I'm concerned, as far as I'm
it's already an
concerned,
oversaturated story.
I'm like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if they give me, if we're going into Secret Wars, after that, if I get a version of Hulk where he's Maestro, then I'm fine with that. I would
Oh,
look
dude,
forward,
I would
I would look
love a
forward to
Maestro
that.
Hulk, dude.
I would rather them take their time and go towards that, and then give me some type of story arc there, as opposed to, just a regular Mark Ruffalo movie just
I mean,
because they have
honestly,
to.
it would fit because of like like the multiverse stuff that's going on
That's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, dude, like I'm completely on board with that.
Yeah, because
Like give
even
us a
even the
Maestro
idea of
Hulk.
having a Maestro movie would be pretty fun.
yeah,
Fuck
one
yeah,
thousand
dude.
percent, 1,000%.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah, let's skip the World War Hulk, Planet Hulk story. Let's move into Maestro, where like we're already touching on multiverse shit. With the current Phase 5 of what's going on, and yeah, just lean into it, or like show that Professor Hulk is like secretly aware of the incursions that are happening because of Shang-Chi, or some shit
okay.
like that.
Especially if we go into like Battle World, I mean, you got to have Maestro there, right? You gotta have to.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
he's
you
a
would.
baron.
Yeah, because he's got his own like
He's got his own
whole
territory,
island,
Yeah,
right?
right?
he's a
He's
baron.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a baron.
But let me ask you guys something. And this is something that I kind of considered not too long ago. We have Captain America: New World Order coming out soon, right? Or Brave New World, or whatever they're gonna call it. And in that film, we're supposed to have Thunderbolt Ross,
Society
and in with what?
and the Serpent Society or
At
whatever.
the Serpent Society, there's a couple wrestlers that are supposed to be like actors and stuff like that in it, right?
Yeah,
Um, we're supposed to get Thunderbolt
some Von
Ross
Erichs or
as
whatever.
apparently the Red Hulk, right? What happens? Yeah, that's because that's a big order too. Because they're gonna have the Sentry. There's gonna be a bunch of shit that's like popping off in this stuff.
Oh
So like,
yeah, since fucking like goddamn Robert Kirkman, he's just like fuck it, I don't work for
You don't give a
Marvel.
fuck.
yeah, it's a lot, man. It's crazy. But let me ask, like,
That's standing on business, dude.
what if we end up getting a Red Hulk that we like more than the regular Hulk? Like, what do you do with that? Because right now, Mark Ruffalo's character is like, no one really. I don't think that anybody really gives a shit about the Hulk right now.
And that's the unfortunate part. You know what I mean?
Jeez, that's harsh,
Like
man.
that, yeah, that's the unfortunate part. But like as I was telling Brian beforehand, I would like to think or like to lean into the notion that like we get something that we didn't know that we wanted. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay, I like that. I
So
like
like
that.
like let's we
Chris,
know
let me
that
ask
we've been shoveled a lot of shit, like I sent that meme, dude, like that fucking Disney's gonna start getting defense contracts because they've dropped more bombs than fucking Lockheed Martin.
Yeah,
Like I mean, I get it, dude.
you.
Like
Let
we've
me
been
let me
shoveled a
ask
lot of
Chris.
shit.
Let me ask Chris kind of the same question. So, when it comes to the Hulk, if it's not Planet Hulk or World War Hulk, what other storylines that's not involving another superhero or an Avengers event or something where he's going up against Wolverine or Spider Man? What other avenues can they go down?
Savage Hulk.
Savage
And that
Hulk.
would be
Well,
a
okay,
really
but
great
that's
introductions for Doctor
but
Doom because
but
he has in that storyline he has Doctor Doom separate Bruce Banner from the Hulk.
and from the Hulk.
Yeah, you remember that story. And then Bruce Banner goes completely nuts and he tries to do all of this like way to get himself back into the Hulk to where even like I think the Hulk like there's a gamma bomb that goes off and he holds fucking Bruce Banner up
Bruce
to the
Banner in
bomb
front
and
of
lets
it.
him just fucking disintegrate his hands. You remember that comic, right?
I don't remember the comic. I watched a
An explanation of it.
comics explain. Yeah, comics explain of it.
But that's a really great way if you want to start implementing Doctor Doom into different people's lives in the comic book or in the movies, right? Because that's the next thing is everybody wants to see like uh this past week people have been talking about the Jonathan Majors case and things that have been going off and there's talks that we've had for recent weeks that there's a possibility we're going to lose Jonathan Majors as the Kang character. And Marvel is kind of thinking like, oh, okay, well, if do we go that route? The Loki season finale kind of, took care of Kangs. Like the TVA is looking out for him. Like, we can kind of write him out, which is a shit way to do it. But they kind of have a really great way to get out of there and then introduce Doom as the next possibility, right? Of course, you have the Fantastic Four, but you don't want to put Doom as their
Dude, what if
first
they did
villain.
Heart
You
of the
just want to make it
Monster,
like an origin
and
intro.
lean in? What if they did Heart of the Monster and leaned into the Doctor Strange?
I mean, they could do that also. There are great stories of the Hulk. They're just not as
Many.
masterful as World War Hulk and Planet Hulk. They're not like those are masterpieces. Like
I don't
that's
know, dude.
you can literally
I
teach
mean,
those in school. Yeah.
Maestro, and Heart of the Monster are pretty up there, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
especially Maestro.
I would say like those are it, or Fear itself, even if you want to go in that direction.
Oh, but that's a Thor
Like
story.
that would be casually not really about the Hulk, but it still
That's
benefits
not at
the
all about
Hulk
Thor.
and Thor and all of this, like the mythology of it. Because yeah, just like everybody else, Mark Ruffalo just wants a standalone film, but he's Marvel has kind of thrown the storyline of the Hulk all over the place, and it's got it's really messy, it's just really messy. So whatever we're gonna get isn't gonna be coherently close to the comic, which sucks. Because
I mean, but at the same time, I'm like, when do we ever get that?
yeah, and then like Trigger said, like they're just dropping really bad bombs right now, so it's like I don't even want them to even consider that. But you know what? Like on a side note,
But I would like to see Maestro because like that fits the overall narrative for what's going on right now, especially with multiverse shit going on right now. You know, even though like Loki buttoned everything up, it still left everything very ambiguous to where the writers have a little bit of leeway both back and forth.
Yeah.
To play with either a King or I guess a Doctor Doom character,
And we can all agree that Loki did a
like incursions.
fantastic job. Like we can all agree that Loki did a fantastic job as kind of like clearing up the season a little bit, right? And then not only that, we're already getting early reviews from people who have seen Echo's show. And that's really crazy to me because Echo's kind of like this very fresh character herself, very grounded, very Daredevil. In the comics, like almost unrecognizable to what her counterpart is in the live action. She's like the Phoenix Force. She's done magical properties. She's a cosmic entity. Like she's way crazier in the comic books. But the character, I forgot her name. It was like Ali Quay No or something like that. I forgot her name. The actress did an amazing job in Daredevil.
And she's actually deaf.
Yeah. I mean, she's a person with a deaf disability that goes out there and plays a character like this. But she did an amazing job. I was really connected to her character. I thought she did great. So to see her get a show, I was kind of confused. But to hear that people are saying that the action sequences are great. The story is a little bit but I mean, what do you take for what it is right now in the Marvel Universe? The stories are kind of off and on. As long as they can keep that Daredevil type of action, I'm really excited. So,
Alaqua Cox.
Yeah.
You mean
wait?
You're talking about the Hawkeye show, not Daredevil.
Oh yeah. She was in. Yeah. That's right. But then again, I thought the Hawkeye show was great too. So I thought that was a good show. She did an amazing job in that show. And yeah, now she's getting her own show. That one's getting early talk. So who knows, dudes? If I'm not mistaken, She-Hulk got agreed for a second season already. The first season I was kind of but maybe they go into it and they take it a lot more serious and they don't mess around with it as much. We know Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are coming out saying that they want to revamp and redo some stuff and bring it in and really clean it up. Hopefully Marvel gets its time to shine. But I mean, I think that we can all casually agree, and this isn't no prophetic thing, that Marvel's about to drop another $1 billion movie with Deadpool. Deadpool's going to be an instant $1 billion movie.
Oh, 100%. Everyone is going to flock to that movie. Everybody. And because not only is it a Marvel movie, but Ryan Reynolds, he's kind of just shush, shut up. It's my movie. No, we think, no, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. This is my movie. Thank you.
Do you think with the success that Ryan Reynolds has, because I know we know it's going to be successful. We know it's going to be successful. This is going to be, without them even trying, their version of like a parody of the Infinity Wars movie with all the leaks and casts and characters and cameos and everything. We know Deadpool's going to be like the wildest shit on the planet. And for some reason, it's going to work. It's going to work, and it's going to bring in all the years of the Fox universe, the Sony universe, all these different venues.
Yeah,
it's going to bring it all together.
Bring in everybody.
Yeah. Recently, we saw some leaked images for Deadpool that they're bringing back the Sabretooth actor from the first movie, the Toad character, which is Ray Parks from the first movie, the X-Men movie. And we know for sure that they're bringing the James Creed character. What's his name? The other Sabretooth guy from Logan.
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, Lee Schreiber. They're going to be bringing him back for sure. And now we got confirmation, guys, because we talked about this and we guessed this a long time ago. The girl that played Lauren is coming back. The girl that played Laura in Logan is going to be coming back. She's 17, 18 years old. I believe her name is like Daphne Keene. Daphne
Keene.
She's coming back. They literally just dropped that they signed her on for the film. Like 100% guarantee she's in the film. Super excited to see this young lady come back to this character. But yeah, that's super crazy, man. Just knowing that Deadpool is going to be like the next biggest film that's coming out. What do you guys think of the Deadpool leaks?
I kind of take them I'm not going to say with like a grain of salt. They're like ha-has at this point, Okay.
I'm losing like anticipation for the movie. Like every week it's leaks. Just give us the fuck. I'm just ready for the movie at this point. I don't care about the leaks. I don't care about the fucking whatever. I'm at this point where every week us personally have to come in and talk about fucking leaks for the same fucking movie, and I'm just ready to watch it.
Yeah, it's like King Yeti. King Yeti in the comment section says I've stayed away from the leaks. That's so hard though, man. Like once something pops off, on the internet so fast. Yeah, other than that, I really don't know much about the Deadpool film itself. I'm kind of trying to stay away from what people are telling me. Like I know that Brian, you've had the situation where you end up hitting a lot of these like scripts that come out early and you end up checking them out, kind of like dabbling into it. What was the last one? I think you did it for the Marvels and stuff like that. Where like you'll end up seeing like early review of the scripts or like early reviews of like how things are supposed to pop off. I thought you checked that out for the Marvels, didn't you? You had seen like some early stuff?
No, not for the Marvels. I think I forgot which one, but it was
there was a movie. I remember you told me you had like seen,
but it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything that it was like breaking news because the script had leaked and everyone saw the shit. It wasn't just me. It was everyone saw it.
And then we got the next other comic book film that's coming out will be Aquaman 2. That'll be coming out later on, I believe, on the 22nd of this month. Are you guys going to be watching Aquaman 2? It was $1 billion movie.
Triggs?
Like Triggs' screen looked right up to Brian. Like he's like, Brian, you take it.
I'm going to check it out. I'll check it out. Yep, I'll check it out.
Is there anything that's exciting you? I mean, we just recently saw the trailer not too long ago. Black Manta is going to be coming back. He's got some super weapon, looking like a G, man. That guy is always a great character for that series.
That's literally the only reason why I'm watching the movies, because I'm a fan of the actor. And I think he did a great job in the first movie. If you're telling me that he's going to have a bigger role in the second movie, I'm all for it. So yeah,
I'm all for it. That's going to be my biggest selling point.
It looks like he's like the major antagonist,
yeah.
Like of the new one. I very much love how like Amber Heard is not in any of the promotional material whatsoever, but the actor who plays his brother, dude, he's such a fantastic actor. I kind of just want to watch it for him, and on top of that, fucking what's his goddamn name, dude? The dude who plays. Dude, I'm such a piece of shit for this. The dude who plays Green Goblin, bro. Fuck.
Oh, you're talking about why am I drawing a blank?
Right?
God damn it. I'm gonna look this guy up real quick. Let me see.
Yeah. Because now I feel like a piece of shit.
The actor, he's talking about the actor that plays the fucking Green Goblin from the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
William Dafoe.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
Dafoe.
Hey, thank you. Fuck.
Yeah, William Dafoe. Yeah. Is he going to be in the second? Yeah, he's in the second movie, right? He didn't die in the first one, right?
I hope he is. I mean, he was such a great character, you know, in the first one.
But I don't think he got fucking. Man, dude, there's a part of me that thinks he wants to fuck that he got killed off in the first one, but he did not get killed off in the first one. Did not get killed off in the first one. Eels, what is up, my dude? Good to see you in the comment section, my guy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Other than that, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about or you heard about this past week that you guys are considering? Star Wars? Anything in Star Wars? Everybody talking about a new Rey movie? Everybody top it off.
Dude, until I hear more information coming out from the Rey movie, I really don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude. What about Godzilla Minus and the new Godzilla King Kong movie? What do you guys think about it, man?
The new King Kong movie? Go for it. Fine, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say I saw the trailers for the Kong Godzilla movie, and I'm sure that Michael Betancourt was dropping a tear somewhere in the universe. But for myself, I'm probably my hype level wasn't that high. It looks pretty cool. The Godzilla Minus, I haven't checked that out. I haven't checked out the Apple Plus show either. So listen, I'm not a really big Kaiju fan. So it's give or take. I did enjoy the HBO movie that dropped, so I'll probably check it out at some point. But you know, hype level not too high.
Do you feel like it looks a little corny with like the big gauntlet that one of them has, and the idea that they have like weapons and axes and that kind of like a little
It
too much
looks
for it?
no, it looks very comic booky, which I think
Okay.
is what they're going for.
Dude, speaking of comic books, did you see that Godzilla fucking like with
Beat the shit out of the
like
Justice League.
beat the shit out of Superman. Fuck the Justice League, dude. Superman.
Speaking of that, I haven't seen it, but I have been seeing more leaks for the what is it? The
Snyderverse?
Suicide Squad versus Justice
Oh,
League
the
game
video game.
Justice League, yeah,
that's
dude.
supposed to have came out like last fucking year,
Yeah,
and it's
last year, yeah.
finally dropping, and it looks pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie to you.
See, but that's
Yeah,
also
the
like kind of like to go back to our first conversation. Like, we're not mad that it hasn't come out because they're polishing it.
yeah.
You know, like we're not like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know, like if you're gonna polish the game, sick, dude. Just say that you're polishing the game, and that's it. We're gonna shut up. You
I
know,
feel a little bit more
unless
comfortable if
you're
they gave
the
us a
day
little bit more
before.
updates about it. Like if they were kind of like a little bit like keeping on updates with us and letting people know, like, hey guys, I know we
It's honestly the only thing that I've seen recently is leaked shots of the game. I think one reel where it showed like a little bit of the gameplay. So that looked pretty cool. And also when we were talking about the Game Awards, another trailer that dropped was the Jurassic Park game that's coming out. That shit looks fucking great
Look
as
good?
well. It looked really good. Yeah.
Damn,
I
didn't see
didn't
that.
I
I
didn't
should
take
check
a
that
look
out.
at it.
So you guys should check it out. I think it takes place from the original fucking movie, and apparently after every one of the main characters in the movie escape, there's like one survivor left on the island,
And that's you.
and that's you.
Ah,
And so now you're in the original movie, and you're playing in Jurassic Park, and it's called Survivor or some shit like that.
I was just about to ask that. Is it if it was going to be like a Survivor style game?
It's a
Survivor?
first person. It's like a first person, and you are just trying to survive Jurassic Park, bro. It's and at this point, because it's at the end of the movie, so all of the dinosaurs are out.
All loose.
They're all out and loose.
Yeah, everybody's all fucked.
Yeah, so it looks pretty fucking cool.
That sounds really good. There was also the Avatar game that was coming out that everybody was talking about a while back, and then
I did see that.
I wanted to ask you guys, and this is a little off topic, but still on the game ideas. Did you guys see the trailer for the second season of Halo? And what was your take on the first Halo series that came out?
We didn't watch the first season.
You didn't watch it?
Nobody did.
I did.
I did a little.
You
bit.
watched it? You know you didn't, Chris. We talked about it. You watched like the first couple episodes, and you didn't watch the rest.
I got a little bit like about it. Triggs, you?
Yeah, I finished it.
You finish it? Okay, so what's your take on it, man?
Bullshit.
Velma. Velma. That's all I'm gonna say. Velma.
Except Velma's actual trash. This
Yeah.
was at least digestible.
So
Like,
what was your take on the first Halo season? Because I'm not gonna lie, the trailer for the second season looks fucking good.
Well, I'm gonna straight up say that like my like I'm not gonna say exposure because that's the wrong word, but my love for Halo was not as great as everyone else's, but not because I didn't like the game. It's because I never had the equipment to play it. It was always an Xbox exclusive, and I rarely ever had an Xbox until very recently. With that being said, I actually do have the Master Chief Collection on Steam, so like I could very well just play it right now. But still, like I just never got around to it, and like I probably should, at the very least, like play it and know the full complete story and stuff like that, and I'll have a greater appreciation over what's going on to like the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I know that a lot of people, very much like with the original Judge Dredd movie, had a really really big problem because like you've never seen Master Chief's face ever, and he's always without his helmet.
Yeah, in the TV series, he always has it off, right?
Yeah.
But the actor guy, like, we have to take into consideration that a lot of these actors are like, well, I'm not gonna wear a helmet. You're paying me as an actor. I want to put my face in there. I have to have my
Talk to Carl Urban.
yeah. Talk to Carl Urban's a G,
Carl
dude.
Urban.
He's a G. He's like, yo, I'll fucking wear the helmet the whole time. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Talk
Yeah,
to Carl
Dredd.
Urban.
He was so good as Dredd. So fucking good as
Yeah.
Dredd. Yeah, the second season dropped the trailer, and I thought it looked pretty good. A lot of nods to the series as the game series, but like, yeah, I'm going there with the anticipation of what I remember from the first season. I was so done with the second season, or the first season by like episode 3 or 4.
Well, speaking of, like Halo and all that, like, have you guys heard about that Netflix Rebel Moon coming out?
Ooh, Zack
The,
Snyder's film.
yeah, Zack Snyder's.
Yeah. I've been keeping up on it, man. I've been keeping up on it.
Sofia Boutella, fucking Charlie
Mhm.
Hunnam. Like,
The
dude,
guy
he's
from
got
King
some.
Arthur, the one that was in Sons of Anarchy's in it.
Yeah, Charlie
Yeah,
Hunnam.
yeah. Tony Hawk, is that his name? Tony Hawk. Yeah, he's in it. It
Charlie
looks really,
Hunnam.
really
Yeah,
good, man. And
dude, he's
he put it out there himself that it's supposed to. It was his film to I guess go a counter to Star Wars, right? It was his fight against Star Wars. They make a new Star Wars. You think he can do it, Brian? You think Zack Snyder can do it?
I mean, I'm not anticipating. There's not a lot of hype for. I mean, there's like a small group of people that are hyped for this movie. It's coming out on Netflix. I'm gonna check it out, but I'm not. It's not gonna be like a first day check out for me.
Yeah, Jeremy.
well,
Welcome
I
to the
mean,
show, man. Good
at
to
the
see you
same
coming through,
time,
man.
dude. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, dude. This is also I'm not going to say the same studio, but the same company giving us Yu Yu Hakusho next week. Live action Yu Yu Hakusho. Like
Live
first time in
action Yu
25
Yu
years.
Hakusho.
Swear to God, dude. Check it out.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Spirit Gun. What the fuck? Why was I thinking Yu-Gi-Oh? In my brain, you say Yu Yu Hakusho, and I was thinking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, pot of greed,
Duel.
pot of greed, fucking
Yeah.
pot of greed, pot of greed. Wow, man, that was fucking yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. I just saw that trailer the other day. It looked really good. Very bleach Netflix, but Bleach wasn't that bad either, in my opinion. I had a good time with it. So
I love Bleach.
looks good. Looks pretty sharp, man. Like I said, Jeremy, good to see you in the comment section. And he says something that I totally agree with. The dude that played Master Chief, though, he's such a cool actor.
Yeah, dude,
Like
he is. He's Mexican.
So cool. So like to see that they chose someone of that nature to play Master Chief, I don't think it was wrong, and I don't think
Actually,
it was anything.
did you know? Speaking of Deadpool and stuff like that, did you know that he's Liev Schreiber's like little brother?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know that. That guy's huge though. This guy's fucking huge though.
Yeah, dude,
So-
this guy's yoked.
Behemoth of a man, dude. Behemoth of a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's like 6'3" or some shit like that too.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you guys about the Halo thing before we kind of call it. So, boys, what do you got planned for the rest of the week? What do we got going on? Brian, how's everything been going with you in work, man?
We already touched on that.
I didn't make that part.
Everything's great. I don't have much to do other than just work this week. That's it, man.
Good shit. Triggs?
I'm gonna go to my bar. I'm gonna create some new drinks and
I saw that, dude.
Some more.
I saw you doing some creations, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude.
saw that really, really cool.
So yeah, starting to put that fucking mixology brain to use, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I like it, dude. I really, really like that. I saw that and I thought that was really, really cool.
Dude, my boss is telling me to like have us do the podcast over over at the bar.
That'd be really nice. I'd dig it one day.
Yeah, dude,
we got to get Brian
it.
here, man. I want to do a trifecta.
Yeah,
Got to get Brian down to the valley. I like to do a trifecta.
Bro.
One thing that, you know what, Brian? As a matter of fact, I wanted to bring this up to you. I got one little topic. I know we're already 9:36. I want to make sure we get it
And
here.
the Cowboys game is on, bro. What's up, man? Hurry up.
Did you hear about?
Maybe.
we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about it with the DVDs. You remember how I told you about the whole like people not owning something and being able to take it from you? Did you hear about what happened to the PlayStation Network with the Discovery Channel?
No.
Did you hear about this or no?
No.
I did.
So apparently
Discovery Channel.
Sony lost the contract with Discovery. Discovery's not going to be associated with them anymore. And at the ending of this month, Sony itself is deleting everyone's content in their libraries that has to deal with Discovery. That means whoever, I mean, I don't know who the fuck's buying from Discovery, dude. Like, nobody's buying the fucking first fucking season of like Bake a Cake or
Cake
whatever the
Boss.
fuck. Yeah, Cake Boss, whatever. No one's doing
Cake
that shit.
Boss.
But the thing is they are deleting everyone's content that they bought or own. They're not going to be able to have it on their libraries, not their cloud services, but the libraries. Do you think if this factors through, they don't get sued for ownership rights of the people that invested money into this stuff? Do you think this is the first step in what we were talking about, where people don't own things?
No, why don't you just back it up in your cloud and have it there? If you still have access to it through the cloud, why could you just back it up to the cloud?
Well, they're removing it from everything. They're removing it off of the cloud.
You just said that they weren't removing it from the cloud.
No, they are. They're removing it from everything, including the person's personal library. So, like, let's say you do download it onto your hard drive to where it's not available online, they're going to delete it off of your hard drive.
Okay.
Do you think that's a little bit wrong?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't own any Discovery shit. They have their own fucking channel, so it's not like you can't see the same shit. But what the fuck? What are you downloading from Discovery?
Yeah, like I don't find anything in Discovery. Like, oh, dude,
not even you, not even you personally. But what are you downloading? It's an app, so it's not like you're downloading anything. You're not owning anything. It's an app.
Oh no. But what I'm saying is like, but that doesn't mean that's not an option, and people don't do that.
But what I'm saying is, so it's almost like if you have Disney Plus, right? You don't download anything from Disney Plus. It's an app. It's at your fingertips. So it's like, what are you downloading?
Well,
to your drive.
I think the big like argument there is
if they take their app away, if they take their app away and you don't have access to whatever content or library that you had access to, that's something different, and that's nothing than what we were talking about before.
No, but let's say on the PlayStation Network, the person bought seasons on PlayStation Network and doesn't have the Discovery app because they already own the seasons of what they like.
But who the fuck does that?
I don't know, fucking weirdos, psychopaths. I don't know who.
Why would you buy the season?
Well, look at Voodoo. Like, look at Voodoo. Voodoo is the perfect example. Like, you can buy like digital content from Voodoo and store it, whether it be on a cloud or just have it there and stream it through their app. But you've paid Voodoo to watch it. It's like it's yours. It's yours. If they shut down that service,
that's something different. I mean, but I guess where I'm missing this is because if the issue is with Warner Brothers and Discovery, and you bought your content through Voodoo or Voodoo, whatever the fuck, that has nothing to do with Warner Brothers. They don't have the right to take that from you. That has nothing to do with Warner Brothers. So if you're telling me that this is going to happen and you're just taking my shit just to be taking it, that's something different. But what I'm guessing is that that's not what's happening. If you're buying your content through Voodoo and it's a Discovery Plus purchase, what am I missing here?
That you made a purchase third party for a product and you're not going to be able to keep it anymore.
But that has nothing to do with Warner Brothers. If there are problems with Warner Brothers, that has nothing to do with Voodoo, though.
Okay, but with that being said, why should we have to suffer for that?
But what I'm saying is, who's to say that that's happening? You're saying
it's happening currently, though. Like, no, that's exactly what is happening.
But what I'm saying is if you're telling me that people are purchasing content from Discovery, so no matter where through Sony, right? Mm-hmm. No matter where you bought the shit from, they're taking it back. They're erasing it.
They're erasing it.
Okay.
Even if you downloaded it on your own personal hard drive, they're taking it off your library.
Okay. I have a very hard time believing that, because then that would produce some lawsuits, because that people can sue for that. So yeah, I would. So
you I have look it up then, dude. Like, because that's exactly what people are doing.
I have a very hard time believing that they're doing it. And so if that's what happens, people sue and that's it.
So let me ask you something. But what if, per se, they do try to take them to court and they lose, and they have some kind of loophole where the company can delete it because of that law that got passed? Do you think this is that first step in realizing, like, hey, you know what? Even though, like I said earlier, and we all agree, like, I don't know anyone on anybody's friends list that's like, yo, I have Cake Boss season 1 on my fucking PlayStation. I love it and I watch it. No, we don't. I don't know anybody. But the factor of like that's an easy win for these people because that's an argument that they could say like, oh well, who has this? Who owns this? No one's, you know what I mean?
So then that's not leaving any alternative, right? Because the argument was you going into a Walmart, you going into a GameStop, and you're buying physical copies, right? You don't have that option here. You don't have that option of doing that for these.
Yeah, because they're not putting that shit out.
Yeah. So what's the argument? What am I missing here?
The argument is that you're buying a digital product.
Yeah.
And they're
someone
taking it away from you.
is legally telling you that it's still not yours.
Okay, then that's
delete it, and you could pay like, let's say you buy the season and it's like $35.
One, it's an anomaly, right? I don't foresee a lot of people doing this. One, it's an anomaly, and two, you don't have another option. So if there was an option of me walking to the store and buying season of Cake, whatever show was on Disney Plus, as opposed to just sitting on my ass and downloading it digitally, and then they did that, you would have an argument. But there's no argument because I can't walk into a store and buy this shit anyway. So I only had the choice of digitally fucking downloading it. So if they want to take it from me, what the fuck am I going to do? But sue or just say, hey, you know what? Sucks, but you know what? I don't have it.
You lose some, you lose some. You just
you lose some. Like that's what I'm saying. It's an anomaly. This is not like this is a wave of businesses doing this.
Yeah, but even though this may be an anomaly, this has been a concern of a lot of people since yes, this is currently a digital age. Yeah. We know that you're waiting for kickoff, and Chris is fucking this up for you. I'm gonna blame
kick off my ass. We're in the third quarter and it's getting down to the wire. What's up, man?
Is that what you're watching inside?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Nice, dude.
Trying to watch the game for like ever, dog. We're taking it away from you.
No, but I got time for this. What's up?
No, like the thing is that like people have been like having this specific fear for a long time.
Listen, man, okay, if you have that fear, you have the option, right? If you have the fear, you have I think the basis of our conversation before was if you have that fear, you have the option of going and purchasing it physically. What I'm saying is,
but not everything is physical. Whether it be multimedia, whether you're watching a TV show or you're buying a game.
But that's changing the narrative then, because that's not what our
changing the narrative
because that's not what our
narrative.
Because that's not what our original conversation was.
Yeah, let's factor it. Let's make it simple, right?
That wasn't what our original conversation was about. Yeah. Yes, the conversation was about having the option of either going to the store
the original point was that you're buying something digitally. And you've paid money for it, and now you no longer have access to it.
That's to me my biggest concern.
No, that wasn't. Were you even? Were you there for the conversation? Like, because that's not what the original conversation was. The original conversation when me and Chris had it was that the stores were shutting down. The GameStops were shutting down.
Best Buy was getting rid of DVD physical.
They were getting rid of DVDs again. That was the original conversation, because they were getting rid of the DVDs, and I said I don't give a shit because I get all my shit digital anyway.
Anyways,
and that's where our conversation stemmed from. See, you can't tell me what the fuck we were talking about. You're changing the narrative because it's something totally different from what we were talking about. So now I'm saying if you're taking away the ability to go into a store and buying it, then it sucks, bro. It's an anomaly. It is what it is. You don't have a fucking option. But the original basis of our conversation was that you have the option of going to a store and buying the shit.
Yeah. Now the thing is okay, off of that base and off of that conversation, we talked about the idea of, I was saying that there was a law being passed that they were trying to prevent people from owning property because the less value people own, the less credit that they have on their name, right? And that's the concern, is they're trying, like, my thing is they're passing laws to stop people from owning products and owning things because they want to be in control of the things that you can have and manipulate and watch. And what I'm asking you for this position is, do you think that this is like a kink in the armor of it finally coming to fruition, that this is them testing the waters and being like, okay, cool, like who's going to care about Discovery? Let's just cut it. No one cares about this.
But but as a business model, what sense does that make for other people to do this? If they were having an issue with Sony and it just fell through, and now they're saying, you know what, fuck it, we're taking all our content back. Again, it's an anomaly, but it would just be a poor business model to follow for everyone else when they have a hair up their ass, because you're gonna lose money. There's no money in that. There's no money in that.
That's
so
true.
like it just doesn't make any sense. So if everyone is scared that your shit's gonna be taken from you, go to the fucking store and buy it. If you don't have the option of going to the store and buy it, then you're fucked. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, pretty much. But
That's what I'm saying, like this.
Isn't that something that's kind of like, because the idea is like nowadays economically money hurts. Money hurts.
Yeah.
And to be able to put something down on something that you really care about, and then you wake up one day and you didn't get the memo, and like let's say you're a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas and they just delete your shit without you knowing.
Mhm.
Like, where do you go? Like, in my opinion, I'm just asking that out loud because I wouldn't even know where to go. Like, who do you text? Who do you call? Who do you complain to get that back? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm saying.
I don't live
Like-
my life in that realm where I'm starting to think of things that could or possibly happen, because everything can possibly fucking happen, right? Again, I don't foresee me waking up tomorrow morning and The Nightmare Before Christmas is not going to be at my fingertips. All right, if that does happen, again,
That'd
that's
be
a poor
wild.
business. That's a wild and that's a bad business model, and you will lose fucking money as a company. So
Yeah.
if that's the risk that they want to take, then so be it. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I got to get to Walmart and get this digital copy of fucking Hellraiser because it's going to be taken away from me on Paramount Plus. Fuck that, bro. If I wake up tomorrow morning and someone takes fucking that shit from me, then you know what? I'll be fine. I'll put in my request.
Right.
I'll put in my request for a refund, and I'll probably get a fucking refund. Like that's it.
I think it's so wild. You know what? But it's really cool that I like how you call it an anomaly, because this is a wild situation. That's crazy. If that's the case, they're taking it digitally. They're taking it from the library. They're gutting everyone's systems to get this information off. I think that's super crazy. But
Now, again, I'm just saying, like, what are people purchasing that they don't just have on the app? Like, I guess that's what I'm having a hard time.
No, I get you, because that's the other option, right? Just go straight to the app and get it from there, because they ain't gonna close that off.
Yeah, just go to the app.
Yeah,
like if you bought something, again, just go to the app. They're not closing the app, right? As far as I'm concerned, they're not losing.
Yeah,
they're not.
No, they're just getting away from Sony. Just getting away from Sony and PlayStation. They're removing themselves from that library.
Okay.
So they're just on their own.
So, but if your app is on PlayStation, they're deleting your app as well. You don't have the option of downloading the Disney. The Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Download the shit to your phone. No,
get it on your phone, boys. Go to fucking Discovery. Just get the goddamn app, guys.
Whatever.
Brian, first, I want to say thank you, man. I know I haven't had you on the show in a couple of weeks, and I appreciate you so much. And I apologize because I know the Cowboys are playing right now, and you're all decked out in the gear in your house, and I know you're a fan and you're about that. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you so much. Triggs, it's always a fucking pleasure. You've been here kicking butt and dealing with my dumb ass for the last couple of weeks. I appreciate you guys. Sundays have been such a wild time, and I know it's been schedule wise for us to try to get together and bring everybody in. And I appreciate all the people in the comment sections that are still able to join us and jump in with us. We appreciate every one of you. We hope you're being safe. You know, everybody out there getting sick, catching the cold, catching the flu, protect yourself. It's pretty bad. You know, the weather's changing, winter's coming, Christmas is here. Get ready for the Krampus Beechen, and it's going to be super crazy. And we hope that you have a great week. And we hope to see you guys again here next Sunday here on the Average Boy Podcast. We appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to like us on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, wherever you guys watch your podcasting. Jump in. Brian, are you guys doing anything on the other podcasts yet?
Yeah, so we are getting that on and popping once I start figuring out, because I got Wednesdays and Thursdays open now. So once I lock in the time with D, we are back and popping, kid. Hell
excellent, man. Excellent. Good to hear, man. Good to hand. You tell D what's up for us, and
I will.
Wish him the best. Boys, it's on like Donkey Kong. You guys have a good week of work. Everybody that's out there, enjoy that Monday tomorrow. Go out there, kick butt, make that bread, and get ready for Christmas. And we'll see you guys again here next Sunday on the Average Boys Podcast. Go Cowboys. We'll see you guys again next week. Laters.
Peace.